Hi everyone, this is Murthy. Welcome to QA automation classes. In the last class, we have seen what are the tags in Cucumber and how to run the specific tags through the Cucumber runner, right? So let me open IntelliJ and you can see here, right? So what we have seen, I have kept the tag at the feature level and then we have the tags for each of the scenarios or scenario outline, right? And if you want to run specific tag, then we can go to the runner and we can specify that particular tag, so accordingly that scenario or the scenario outline is going to get executed. Okay, so now the second thing, right? So now here the second thing is, like, we used to run it from the maven run, not maven runner, we used to run it from the cucumber runner, right? This is what we used to run, right? So now today we'll be learning about this maven runner. What exactly is this maven runner? So earlier we used to run like this, run cucumber runner. So now today we're going to learn about the maven runner. So what exactly is the maven runner? If I go maven runner I have created, okay. So yeah, so let me do one thing, let me delete this one and start it from the beginning. So what we'll do now, so let's see, edit configuration. Let me delete this one, we'll do it one more time. Maven runner, remove. So now what we're going to do, let's say we don't have any maven runner configured here, okay. So we need to create a new maven runner, okay. So go to the edit configuration and click on the plus and click on maven here, okay. So in the maven, the default name is coming as per the project name, okay. BDD rest assured demo 2024. Just rename it, let's say maven BDD runner, okay. Maven BDD runner, okay. So, or maven runner, let's say, okay. So maven runner, okay. So here you can give your command line, okay. So what command line will do, we'll say clean, we'll say test, okay. So now, and working directory, okay, everything else remains same, just say apply, okay, and we can run this maven runner. So let's start the maven runner. So let's see what is happening. So okay, so it started execution. If you see, compiling the 5 sources, whatever, okay. So now it is saying build is success, okay. So build is successful, the application was able to build, right? So there is a build process, right? So maven completed the build process, but after that what is our expectation? So our expectation is to that maven should pick up the cucumber runner class and it should start running the test cases, right, or the feature files, right? So but that is not happening, right? So for that we need to do few changes to our existing framework, okay. So what changes we need to do? So first changes, first, if you don't have your features file inside the resources, first you move all your features inside the source test resources, okay. Under this we need to move the features, all the features here, but it is already there for us, we have already keeping our features under the resources, okay. This is one point. And the second point is, so what is your cucumber runner, okay. So now your runner name should end with test, okay. So now let me go and refactor and say rename. So cucumber test or runner test or cucumber runner test, something you can say. So try to append it with the name test, okay. So let's refactor. This is also done, okay, perfect. Let's now again go to the maven runner and see clean test, okay. So now this time I'm going to run, let's see whether it is waking up or not. So compiling, okay, should build success, okay. See, so now if you see running the cucumber runner test, right, if you see what it is running, okay, let's wait for the execution to finish, okay. So this is done. There are some errors, we'll look into that, okay, but let's understand first, okay. So if you see, okay, so running cucumber runner dot cucumber runner test. So what is this cucumber runner? That is nothing but your package. So from this package it is picking this cucumber runner test file and it is trying to execute that, right? And in cucumber runner test you have your feature file location and you have your glue code location, right? And you are saying tag at the rate e to e, so it will go and it will find that tag. That tag is at the feature level, so everything inside that feature is going to get executed. But let's now analyze why this got failed, okay. So if you see, so this is constructing base URI, user post endpoint, blah blah blah, successful, done. This is one, this is another, okay. This is also done. See how beautifully everything is getting executed from the cucumber runner. these are all working. Okay, this is the one that got failed. Okay, so if you see localhost post 30. Okay, this is also your get call. Okay, request method is get, and here verify user post endpoint for all supported HTTP method. Verify the get method call and response number 4. Okay. Oh, for the yesterday in the last class we have created like so many annotation, like so many tags we have created for the same get call, right? So for that, this is the one where it is failing response 4, right? And hash 2 means it ran two times. There should be scenario outline two times. We are passing the examples. So this is positive scenario and this is a negative. Okay, so negative we are expecting 201 we are saying, because the status written by the API is always 200, right? Status code is 200. We are saying 201. This is intent, like our intent is this second negative one should fail, right? So that's why it is failing, because of the assertion error. So we are expecting 201, right? So but the API response is giving 200. So because of that it is failing. Okay, so that is the one. We can do one thing. We can comment it out. Okay, code. Let's say comment with line comment. Okay, fine. So this is done. So if you want, I can rerun it and we can see. Okay. So you can see how API execution, like test script execution for the APIs are how fast, right? So if you want to run these many scenario outlines, let's say in UI, it will take a lot of time, right? But if you see in API, it is very fast. That's why we always use like 60 to 70% of the functionality automation should be happening at the API level. Okay, only E to E, like end to end business flow should be done at the UI level, right? So in Selenium, if you want to do 100% of the automation for each of the functionality, that is just a wastage of the time. Okay, so and you, let's say you develop thousands of the scripts, right? You keep on running it, right? But when you get the feedback, it will take a lot of time, right? So that is the main reason why now the API testing or API automation is in the demand in the market, right? So you have to learn the API automation as well, right? So let's see here, and if you see build success and everything ran perfectly all right. Okay, so this is one thing, and the second thing is one more thing I have told you. So about the tags, right? So from the Cucumber runner, you are passing your tags, right? So every time you are saying, okay, run this one, run that one, this tag, that tag. Let's say I'll say at the rate, let's say what other tags we have. I believe we have smoke and regression, right? Smoke, a gate, okay, whatever. So I'll say, let's say at the here at the rate smoke, okay. So I'll say smoke, okay. And now when I run this one, I'll only see only the smoke test cases are going to the scenarios, those are marked with at the rate smoke annotation or the tags are going to get executed. Okay, so that's the concept that we have seen in the last class. Okay, but now let's consider a scenario like you have already pushed your code to the remote repository in your source code management tool like GitLab, Bitbucket, or whatever you are using GitHub. Your code is already hosted. So now you want to schedule a job out of it. Let's say I want to schedule all the smoke test related uh, scenarios to get executed. Okay, I'll create a job that will only execute all the smoke test cases. Okay, so what I need to do, right? So this setup makes perfect sense because the tag is at the rate smoke. So when the maven runner is invoked, it will in turn call this runner test, cucumber runner test, and it will start executing all the smoke tagged test cases, all the smoke tagged test scenarios, right? Scenarios or scenario outline, whatever is there, it is going to execute. Okay, but now let's understand, like I have to create another job where I want to execute all the regression tests, right? All the regression tags and tagged scenario or scenario outline. So how to do that? So now this is only one, the feature file, the runner test is only one, and it is my code is already in the Bitbucket or whatever source code management tool. I cannot possibly go there and keep on updating. If I now updated this to regression, then what will happen to the earlier one where I'm expecting this to have the smoke test run, right? So that will fail, right? So in that case, we have a option to pass our tags from the cucumber command line. Okay, so if you see, not cucumber command line, sorry, maven command line. Okay, so what we'll do, you go to the maven runner. Okay, so here clean test. After that you have to give the parameter. Okay, so how to give the parameter, you know, hyphen d. Okay, capital D, sorry, not underscore, hyphen. Okay, so hyphen d. Okay, and then without any space you have to write cucumber. Okay, cucumber, okay, cucumber dot filter dot tags. Okay, so let's say filter dot tags, okay, equals to, I'll say at the rate regression. Okay, give the exact name, guys. Okay, so I'm saying tags clean test, then hyphen d. So these are nothing but we're passing some parameter hyphen d, right? So cucumber dot filter dot tags equals to at the rate regression. So apply. Okay, and now here you see I'm saying cucumber runner is supposed to run all the smoke scenarios, but from the maven runner I'm overriding that capability and I'm saying go ahead and run all the regression test scenario. So if you go to the your feature file, you see this is smoke, so this will not be get executed. This is regression, this is gonna get picked up. Okay, this is smoke and regression, so regression is there, so by default this is gonna get picked up. Okay, and this doesn't have anything, so this is not gonna pick up, this is not gonna pick up, and post put these are not gonna pick up. Okay, fine. So let's see, so let's run the runner and let's see maven runner, invoking the maven runner. Okay, so let's see what is getting picked up now. Two, right? Two regression tags are there, so those two should get picked up. Okay, okay, build success, fine. So let's see test runs 2. Okay, in 4 seconds we got the test result. Okay, so let's see. Where can I see those two? So first one is get. Okay, API response, this is the gate one. Okay, okay, and this is the second gate option. Okay, okay, fine. So that's what, like if you see depending upon your annotation tags what you are providing from your cucumber runner, accordingly those matching scenarios are going to get picked up and they are going to start their execution. Okay, so that's what. So this is how you can override your configuration. So basically when you are going to create the Jenkins jobs or whatever jobs you are going to create, so basically your command line argument you can give like this. Okay, clean test hyphen d cucumber dot filter dot tags equals to the regression. You don't have to care about what is there in the runner, right? So runner might have any xyz tag, you don't care about that. So when you create a smoke test suit, so that time you give the command as clean test hyphen d cucumber dot filter dot tags equals to at the rate smoke. And similarly for the you are going to create a job for the all the regression scenarios, right? So in that case you will say clean test hyphen d cucumber dot filter dot tags equals to at the rate smoke, right? At the rate regression, at the rate functional, whatever you have you can specify and you can create the job like that. Okay, so yeah, that's all to this class, guys. If you guys are really enjoying this session, I'll request you to subscribe to my channel Q Automation Classes, and please share these videos with your friends and colleagues so that they can also get benefited out of it. And please do subscribe to my channel, and if you have any doubt, just put them in the comment section. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And there are few other playlists we have already completed. Okay, and please go over them, and if you have any doubt, put them in the comment section. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Okay, that's all to this class, guys. So before signing up, let me do the commit. Okay, so git commit. So before that, unstaged. Okay, so let me stage them. Okay, implement tags. So implement maven runner and override tags from command line. Okay, this makes sense now. Okay, so commit. I can't push because we don't have a remote yet defined for this one, right? So everything, all the commits are in my local git. So go to the git and see. Right. So yeah, here if you see override text from the command line. Yeah, that's all to this session, guys. Please stay tuned to key automation classes, and please do subscribe to the channel and like the comment. Thank you, everyone. Bye bye.